Disclaimer: everything that is discussed posted is strictly for educational and historical purposes only. It does not promote nor condone illegal activities. Man-Biters by Neylor. Zaurisio. Souza. 19th. Legacy. Since this is a recurring topic, let us talk about it a little bit. Something obvious that many people fail to understand is that before you look at a dog by its breed, it's an animal like any other, and therefore does not reason like a human or distinguish the intentions of a stranger. Aggression towards people is not a desirable trait in the American Pit Bull Terrier, but even if it is not, it does not mean that it is uncommon. Common and known traits of the breed are their loyalty and protective instinct towards their owners. This does not mean that all dogs will only behave around their owners or that they will attack every stranger, but aggressive behavior towards strangers is not uncommon in the breed either. There are many variables to understand why a dog attacks a person. It is possible that the dog was born with a physical problem, causing pain and discomfort, or even a psychological problem, thus becoming aggressive. A dog can feel uncomfortable for several reasons. It can act differently in an environment it is not used to. It can accumulate stress for the lack of exercise, feel cornered, and bite as an alert, understand that it needs to protect its owner, or even by an unexpected approach or aggressive gesture. For this reason, if the human does not know how to recognize these signs, he is at risk of being bitten. Some stories of attacks are known and some are not. Some are true and some created to harm a breeder's reputation. Reports from well-known names like Chavis Yellow John, Garner's Chinaman, Walling's Bullison, K. Allen's Tornado, Crenshaw's Honeybunch, Adams' Zeeble, Adams and Crutchfield's Art, Super Nat's Angus, Gambler's Virgil, Lopez's Buster, Indian Bolio, and certainly many other names over 100 years of the breed. There is no dog bloodline or pedigree in the world that does not have an accident in its background. But there has always been concern on the part of breeders when selecting their dogs to avoid this trait. After all, the essence of the pit bull is a loyal companion and courageous dog that would give his life to fulfill the imposed objective. Last but not least, we need to pay attention to handling working dogs around children. Many attribute to John P. Colby the popularization of these animals as pets, due to his notoriety as a breeder and for being one of the first renowned breeders to promote these animals for sale with this purpose. J. P. Colby was also a member of the Staffordshire Terrier Club of America. His dogs had a great influence on the origin of the breed known today as the American Staffordshire Terrier. But even the great breeder John P. Colby was not immune to possible accidents. Unfortunately, in 1909, at his home on Franklin Street, Newburyport, his nephew Bert Colby Leadbitter was brutally killed in a ferocious attack. His sister Elizabeth Colby was visiting when at some point his nephew was attacked in the neck by one of his dogs. The animal slammed him with such force that broke his backbone and spine. A very sad story, but a reminder of how much attention is needed when handling these dogs around children. The American Pit Bull Terrier is a working dog, and many like myself do not consider them pets. However, the reality is that the Pit Bull is a versatile breed and can adapt to different situations. Its traits of loyalty to its family and its willingness to show affection has made it quite popular as a pet. It's normal to see videos and photos on social media of dogs behaving gently next to children, playing and even sleeping with them, but this is not a characteristic of all individuals of the breed, and handling any working dog breed around children can be fatal. The largest number of accidents with dogs in general involve children, and as mentioned above, a dog in any situation of discomfort can attack, whether biting just as a warning or even more serious occurrences. The pit bull, like any other dog, when introduced from a young age, interacting with children and combined with proper domestication and training, can become a child's best friend. Well, there you have it, folks. Man Biters by Neylor Zaurisio Souza.